us?
We're live now.
We're live. Thank you. Thank you, Jillian, for all that great support. It's Dodie here with the Detox Diaries, and we are June 18th. Oh my goodness, it's flying by. And I don't know where everybody else is in the world, but we're on a roller coaster of weather here in Moose Jaw. We've had rain every single day, but it's sporadic. So you could start the day off with shorts and end in sweatpants and socks. So, anyways, back to the Detox Diaries. I'm excited to welcome everyone tonight to the call. We're going to have a couple that has done the journey together, which I think is fabulous. My partner would never, ever dip in his toes into drinking drinks and juicing. That is his body is temple, and he won't put vegetables in it. So we have an interesting relationship because I am full on juice and powdered drinks and getting my nutrition at micro levels, and he does his thing a different way, but we still meet in the middle. So when I find a couple that does it together, I think we should highlight them because that is a special feat, not only to support someone during their detox journey, but to do it with them is another feat in itself. What I love about this is we're a community, so you can be anywhere in the world and be a part of our detox. And we're going to be launching our group detox in the month of July. And we are welcoming anyone from around the world that can get their hands on the kit to join us. What happens is if we can get you the product into your country, you hook up with the individual who brought you to the call or who showed you the video. Jillian, we're seeing your screensaver. Sorry.
We are? No, thank
And we're
you. Thanks for
seeing
that.
you and your screensaver.
All
I see
right.
you and your
Okay,
screensaver.
all right. Thank you. All right.
There
Good
we
to go.
go.
All right. We're back.
So
Thank you.
go back to the person who brought you to here, and we can help you get started that way. Now, I want to also give kudos, and I don't think she's joined us yet, to the lady who's inspired us, and it is Dr. Roni DeLuz. Dr. Roni DeLuz is the author of 21 Pounds in 21 Days. She has 1 pound a day book that you can see on my Facebook post today. She was the inspiration behind this program. She had the opportunity to build a program that could take people would join her on Martha's Vineyard, and at that point, she would introduce them to her program and coach them through it. They'd spend 21 days or up to 28 days with her on the island, going through many different procedures to get themselves back in a healthy state. And here she is. She did join us. So we're going to change her name. She's not Dr. Zoom. She is Dr. Ronnie. Hello.
Hi, am I upside down?
No, you're not upside down. You're right side up. Dr. Ronnie, it's been
Thank
forever since you and I have been together on a call. Welcome back.
you. Hello, it's
I
been
was
a
just
while.
giving you kudos just as you
Oh,
were joining us on how you inspired this whole program by designing something that brought people to you. And then during the COVID, during when the world was upside down, Jillian and I and a few other individuals were able to sit with you and take the program to the masses around the world. So thank you again. So can you give us some words of inspiration or share what brought this journey up for you?
it's never going to end, Dodie. I am in the world where most people are, and that's the world of toxicity. And so my whole life is all about chronic illness, which we already know originates from toxic bodies, toxic food, toxic air, toxic medication, frequencies. I mean, I can go on about why we're so toxic, but my mission is always to be there for people who are at their stage 4 of toxicity, which ends up being a chronic illness. But the good news is that I'm able to continue to do it. I'm actually doing a lot of work in longevity at my retreat because I think a lot of people who are well or who are wanting to go to that next stage, which we all want to go to that next stage, and that's, age. We want to live a wellness age life. And that's what I'm doing here on the island for longevity. And then on the summer, of course, we get the other side. We get a lot of young people. They're very interested in longevity as well. And I have never seen so many people this year so early on Martha's Vineyard. Usually they
Really?
start coming in July, but it's still June and it's packed. So it's a beautiful island. It's a place where you can have peace and a place where you can just leave all your stress back at home. And the reason why I know that is because I do a lot of blood work, and I could tell by the cortisol, guys. I could tell by the epinephrine.
Oh,
So a lot of people don't understand why we know these things, but blood work tells a lot. So I've been doing a lot of blood work as well. And like I know that toxicity is never going to go away. We're never going to be, I hope one day, but I just think it's getting worse. Um, I read the labels on everything. I basically talk to scientists around the world, actually, and we all talk about how we have to go back to nature, how we got to go back and, take food out of our garden. We got to take the herbs out of our garden, and we got to stop thinking this is so hard. I'm teaching my granddaughter, guys. She's only 12. And
oh, I love that.
yeah, she's growing some herbs in little pots, and she's very excited about that. So I think that we can all do that. And
And and I love that one time you and I went through the herbs, your top 5 to 10 herbs, and you
yeah.
talked about, I believe it was cilantro likes to pull heavy metals, right?
Oh, yeah, that's right, Jody. That's
Yeah. That's
exactly.
probably one of my favorite herbs. Now I know some people feel like
Mhm.
it tastes like soap, but
Oh,
there's a lot of
I love the way cilantro, and I always know your body loves what you give it, and sometimes we misunderstand that, and it's probably because your body needs it. So if you like cilantro, is your body probably telling you need it? I know, I know not too many people will just grab some oregano oil. The oregano is very, very strong, but I know this guy that he craves oregano, and so at the end of the
really.
day. He needed oregano. Yeah. If you
That's
listen to your body, it will tell you what it needs.
no, my body says you have to be on death's door before you take oregano. But I could put cilantro through the
Yeah.
juicer and I could just down a shot
Oh,
glass of
yeah.
it. It's so good.
It's
So,
bactericidal, is a viral cycle. It kills viruses and bacteria and fungus and everything. And I
yeah.
think a lot of times we don't realize that our body is craving these things. And when you give it, then your body says, oh, thank you. And it keeps making you crave it. I know people don't believe that, but it is totally the truth. You give the body what it needs and it will crave it.
That is awesome. So, Dr. Roni, I have two special guests here. They're a couple that have done this journey together, and we don't see that very often, or at least I haven't seen it very often over the past few years when we've been coaching and sharing your program around the world. So, I thought it would be a great time to interview them because it's such an interesting dynamic to be journeying together in the same household. So I am excited to introduce some fellow Canadians. They're out in Mississauga, and I guess they're getting the crazy weather like we are in Saskatchewan. So Selena and I hope I'm not doing this wrong. Marcio?
Cenelia
Mauricio.
and Mauricio. Cenelia
Mauricio.
and Mauricio.
Oh, I am so sorry.
That's
Oh,
okay.
well, hello.
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 Hi, Doctor.
Jillian, we don't have the screen. Okay, there we go.
There we are. So who started this idea? Who came to the program first out of the two of you? Oh,
Always the women.
yeah, that's right. And I heard through the grapevine that you've done many different types of detoxes.
Yes. Yes, I
And
did.
okay, and then you found us. And tell us what you found when you found us.
Okay, yes. I couple years ago, like around 4 years ago, I did a detox with another doctor online. And I did 21 days actually, but I had to do my own juices. So I had to buy my own groceries and different juices every day. So I was excited to start because you start seeing the results, but it was a lot of work and time frame and money.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I did it. I was happy, but okay, I realized that the difference between that one to the one before life, as I was giving more nutrients to my body, even though that something was coming out, something good stays in my body, that I replace whatever I am taking out. So for me, that was the point that excited me most, because I know I am not gonna be weak. I wasn't, at the same time that I was doing the 21 day, one of the suggestions was no exercise. And for me, wasn't no difficult. I didn't have problem. I was doing my routine, going to the gym, walking my dog, 2-3 classes a week, and I didn't see any difference. So for me, it was the best that I could do, because I started notice that my weight was, I didn't do it too much for the weight, but I was having a lot of inflammation in my body. And my moods was swinging a lot, up and down. And like they have flashes, one day hot, another day cold. So you put a blanket, you blow every night. My husband I was making him nuts, because he said, come on, baby, it's too much during the night, because I wake him up. But anyways, making the story short, the hot flashes went away too. I held myself with a little bit of the belly B, and the flashes went away. The inflammation started coming out, and I started notice that my weight was going down and down. I lost 25 pounds. When I started, I was 175, and I ended into 155. So for me, it was a big jump. And from now to a year and a half, from 1 year and a half to now, I conserve my weight. I haven't get any weight.
Good. Congratulations.
I notice sometimes my inflammation come back, but I think that is all about hormonal. So because I am in the changes of life, So for me,
she's very discreet, but I think she's referring to menopause.
Yes.
But you know what? When those hot flashes come, I ignore it. I trying to say, one day I get up and I say, you know what? I had to embrace it instead to argue with myself. So when I embrace it, they start disappear. And now I feel amazing. I sleep well. I don't have any, issues. I take the product. I continue with my juices. Once in a while, back and forth, I do 2-3 days juicing. And right now, it's 2 days that I start my second one for 14 days. Maybe I go to 21 again. Because I say, if I am doing 14 days, why not going to do 21?
What's another week?
One more week. And I like that, because when you start seeing the results, you feel like, oh, wow,
Yeah.
So that's how it is. And for me, thank you to my husband that he really encouraged me, and he's with me, because it's hard to cook and to do, a cleanser.
That's right. That's congratulations.
Yes, exactly. So that's why he is very easygoing and helped me with this a lot. And at the same time, help him too, because you can see the picture.
That's right. Dr. Roni, before we jump over, can we just take a moment and talk about what this does for someone going through the menopause stage in their life?
Yeah, I think a lot of times what people don't realize is that when the body's very toxic and very acid, those hormones get out of control. And one of the other things that a lot of times what happens is we don't understand that when we're sweating and we're having night sweats and all of these things, we're losing minerals. And when you start this program and you put the minerals back, it starts evening out your hormones. Estrogen is one of those hormones that we have too much of, especially during menopause, and it causes all of these different problems. But you can normalize them when you do the right nutrients, and the right nutrients are in the juices. And one of the things I always tell people is that there's 3 types of juices that you do every day. One is an antioxidant. That's the red one. That's very powerful. Antioxidants are the phytonutrients of our body, which helps us build, normalize, and oxygenate. And then we have the yellow one, which is about the immune system. Now, when you're out of control, during your menopause, which she doesn't like to say. But when you're out of control, you have to remember your immune system's struggling. So that yellow one becomes very important. And like I said, the green is oxygenation. People don't look at it that way, but it also alkalizes the body. And when you oxygenate and alkalize, you really normalizing your hormones. That's why when you do this during that time, my dear, you are not only normalizing your hormones, you're getting rid of a lot of toxins and you're stabilizing and you're getting good blood flow and you're giving yourself minerals. So you're doing a lot. So congratulations. And congratulations to your husband. That's so kind and sweet that he's helping you. Not everyone would do that. You know that.
Well, Dr. Roni, he actually did the program too. So we
Oh,
should
that's
hear
great.
about, yeah, we should hear about his. Oh, he's leaving.
We're
He's
He doesn't
switching.
moving.
want to. Oh, he's changing spots. I'm like, who doesn't
Okay.
want to talk now?
Which the speaker is on the right side of
Oh, right. We did go
the
through that.
laptop here. Yeah. So
Yeah,
can you see me? Good.
we can.
All right.
So,
So, yeah, go ahead.
so you didn't do the full 21 days. You did the 14 days?
The intention was to do the 21 days, but I ended up doing, I think it was 11 or about 11 days.
Mhm.
Um,
That's still great.
Yeah.
it was. I ended up losing, I would say about 15 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
And I said to myself, if I go another 10 days, I'm going to shrivel to nothing. So I said, that's enough. I'm feeling good.
Mm-hmm.
I've learned that the eyes are bigger than the stomach.
Yes.
I've learned
That's
that.
good.
Yeah, yeah,
That's a good thing to learn. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because I like food and I
Yeah.
like sweets.
Mm-hmm.
But what this program, the 11 days that I went through, what it taught me is that you don't need to eat as much as you think. The first, I think it was the second day, we were at our little cottage,
But okay.
and
Let me help him a little bit because he forgot one step very important. He did the super detox first, the box.
Oh, the box.
And when he did the box, something happened to him. So he ended into emergency.
But Cenelia, let Maurizio tell the story so that we can, because we don't hear you well. Maurizio, you can tell the story of the reset, the first reset, because it's good for people to know that sometimes people don't want to do the 21 day or the 14 day of juicing. So you actually started with the box. So you can share that story.
I think I started.
Then, yeah.
The box was I don't know, more than 2 years ago, I suppose, or just about 2 years ago. And so just to backtrack, I always had issues with, not always, but for a few years now, I had issues where I would eat, and every once in a while, I would feel like something being stuck right at the sternum. Okay. And I always thought it was gas or whatever. So I would drink, I would try to drink anything that had gas in it, Coca-Cola, Sprite, carbonated water, anything just to be able to burp and see if that would help. So that would happen every once in a while. Then I started the let's call it the super detox. And it started happening more frequently. Once a week, then it was 2, 3 times a week. Then it got to the point where one Friday night I was just keeled over. I couldn't move. This was May of 2024. Yeah, 2 years ago. And we were just about to go to our cottage, and I said to Cenelia, I said, I can't, I don't know what's going on. She said, let's go to emergency. So I went to the emergency, and sure enough, it was just gallbladder stones. And I was throwing up there, and they immediately, took care of me, gave me my, came through, they gave me all the liquids and everything, and 3-4 days later, they removed it. So I think that super detox helped to basically get rid of the problem. It brought it to the forefront, and it basically helped me. The doctors had said if we hadn't done that, what happens is once you start getting gallstones, the issue is that everyone has gallstones and they typically pass, apparently. But when they start getting big, there's a chance that it might block the other duct. Doctor, you might help me.
Bile duct.
No, the other.
Bile.
The bile duct.
No, not the bile duct. The pancreas. Is
Oh,
it? No, not.
No.
No, I forgot what it is. It's to the left, doctor. It's to the left.
There's
You
so
got
many.
your.
Yeah. There's,
Anyways, it's one of them. He says we got to get rid of it. So I think the detox, what it did is it really helped to clean up my system. Then it was October of 2024. I did the liquid detox. It was fine. The second day was the hardest, I'll be honest. I had told my wife, it was a Saturday night, we're at the cottage. I said, let's just go to get something. I need a burger, something. But I said, you know what? No, let's hold off. And then the third day was easier. The fourth day was easier. The fifth day was easy. And I learned that your body doesn't need as much food as we think it does.
Mm-hmm.
My body got accustomed to it. The transfer factor is great. I felt the energy. I didn't lose energy. I was eating less. And all that helped me to lose 15 pounds. I felt energetic. I didn't feel drowsy. I didn't feel like I wasn't able to concentrate. And I felt good. It's been now, since then, I've been able to maintain the weight. I'm at 155. There are days, of course, when, you fall off the wagon and you eat a little more than I need to. But generally speaking, I've been able to maintain it, the 155 for almost 2 years now. And I feel great. I'm still taking it. My standard now is pretty much I take at least one meal a day with the protein. That's my one meal. That's my staple. And then after I'll have something small that Cenelia makes in the evening, or salads, or she makes a lot of great soups. And that's it. I enjoy it. I love it. I'm energetic. And now we're already starting the second one, the second day.
Oh, you've started one again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Lovely. And you're doing 14 days each? Well, maybe 21.
Well, we'll see. We'll see how long I last on this one.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, Dr. Roni, did you want to speak to some of that?
Yeah, congratulations, by the way. And one of the things I've heard this before, when you start a detox and you have issues with your liver, gallbladder, or your kidneys or your pancreas, I can go on. You have this problem, and when you go on a detox, it initiates it. Do you know why we do coffee enemas? And that just came to my mind. Well, and I, listen, I saved so many people with a coffee enema when they had a gallbladder issue. What happens with the coffee enema, the coffee bean, which is created by theophylline, which is very medicinal, it actually opens up the bile ducts to flush out gallstones. And a lot of people don't understand the power of a coffee enema. And today, around the country, at the cancer clinics, the best cancer clinics anyway, they actually do coffee enemas as one of their treatments 2-3 times a day after they give you chemotherapy. Mm-hmm. That's how powerful it is. But, lots of people end up having a lot of gallstones and don't know what to do. And that's why I mentioned that. And coffee enemas, of course, if you read my book, you would know that was one of our best treatments when you go through the 21-day detox. I don't know if you knew that, but yeah, that just came up. So anyway, congratulations. And one of the things you always got to remember, red, green, and yellow, keep that energy going, keep the bile ducts healthy, and flush out as much as you can, red, green, and yellow. And by the way, a lot of people don't keep up with their enzymes, but enzymes are very powerful in aloe vera. But enzymes allows you to process the food at the cellular level. A lot of people think that they don't need enzymes, but we all need enzymes. Just because we have good digestion of the food, because you don't see it in the stool, doesn't mean you digest it to the point of your cellular level. So keep the enzymes going as well, especially if you had a liver issue or a bile duct issue or a pancreas issue, because those detox organs go through a lot today. I started this conversation that our food is becoming more toxic than ever.
Okay.
That is
Thank
awesome
you.
information that you're sharing with us. Thank you.
Okay. And is it okay if I step in now, Dodie?
Yes.
Is it like 8:30? Okay. All right. Oh, I just want to say thank you, Cenelia and Mauricio. So nice to see you again. And beautiful home, by the way. They're the best entertainers. You ever go to Mississauga and you get to know them? Oh my God. Best backyard I've ever seen in a long time. And great hospitality. So thank you for everything that you did to when we had our Feel Good on the ground party at your place. I really appreciated that. And for those who don't know who I am, I'm Jillian. I just have to celebrate the fact that Dr. Roni's here. It's nice to see you. It's been a long time coming. And I want to thank you again, Dodie, for everything you do for helping us give the awareness and being such a gracious host. So for tonight, just to help close it out a little bit, I just want to let people know what's going on. So I'm just going to say thank you again to Cenelia, and I'll close it off. And I just want to let people know, for the interest of what we're doing, Dr. Roni has been very, very busy, and we all saw this coming. We all knew that her attention is going to have to be taken away to help service so many people that need her, right? We know we need her. So, but what we have been doing behind the scenes over the last few months is coming out with some concepts to make, taking some evaluations of what we've been doing, with the programs that we've been so graciously being educated on in the past. But then I've been taking some time to do some deep dive and some education on what we need to do for the future. And we are very fortunate to not only have the wisdom, but we have the processes and the technology to help us get better as we move along. And part of one of that pathway that we're going to be doing is giving people choices. So you just heard from Mauricio about one of the choices, a pathway that he chose to go ahead, which was the Digest for Life Reset Kit. And it was a kit that actually was somebody that wanted to have food, that wasn't ready to dive into doing a whole liquid diet. They had a choice to do something to help them with the gut biome. It was all about resetting the microbiome and the system and flushing out and cleansing their body with the fiber. So it was an opportunity to let people get onto the pathway of healing. So we are looking at creating a funnel, a new community that gives people the education to choose which one they want to go to. So if it's, they need guidance with somebody that's not ready to do a 28-day program, because it's 21 days plus 7 days really, then we want to give people options. And some people are not ready to do a 21-day or 28-day program, as we call it now, because they may want to just do 10 days or 7 days or 14 days because they're scared, fear factor, right? So, but we don't want to hold you back. And that's exactly how it started with one of our members that's on the call today. Rita came in and did a 14-day plan, but then she had such a great experience. Actually, prior to that, she did a Digest for Reset kit where she did some resetting of her microbiome because she was having acid reflux and had great results with that. But then she went to a 14-day, and then the next step, she went to the 21-day program, and now it's a lifestyle. Now it's a lifestyle program. So what we're doing is, as of July 1st, and you heard that Cenelia is starting something, and Claudia is doing something, and I'm doing something as of today. But we're doing a 14-day Feel Good Again reset. And you're going to hear more about that on our social media. Follow our groups, because we're testing it out, because we now finally have in our hands the new Super Greens green drink. Dr. Roni loves green drinks, but we have a natural green drink that's added to our formula, regardless of which pathway you want to choose. You all should be having a green drink in the red, yellow, green, as Dr. Roni says. But we are now really focusing on what we call the Feel Good Again reset for the 14 days. Is an 8-step rhythm which follows the rainbow. I call it the rainbow rhythm because that is exactly it. You wake up and start off with one thing and then the next thing and the next thing. And if you follow that rhythm, it's so easy, unbelievably easy. And it becomes something that is doable because it's all liquid and it's all nutrients. You don't have to sit there and worry about, am I going to be making the soups? You can have the soups, but what we tested this before with a different modified version, Dr. Roni, but now we've updated it and upgraded it because we have the green drinks. We have the new immune tea, by the way. I'm just sipping it. It's the first time having it. OMG. This is like so tasty, but it has the phytofactor, which is basically the plant version of the transfer factor. So we're also modifying this so that it's good for vegans. We have a program that I'm developing right now for vegans. I just need to get it approved by somebody. But the bottom line is we have such an amazing opportunity for people to feel good and leverage the talent that we have and the education we're gifted. And I'm all about making people feel good again. Many of us have done something before, but now we can enhance it because we have everything that we were sending you away to go get before. It's all on the same umbrella. It's all within the same circle. And it's going to be so much easier for you to maintain. The only thing you have to do is put your hand up, reach out to us, and we'll give you the guidance. And that's what I want to end the call with today. And thank you, Dr. Roni, for being here tonight. We've missed you dearly. I do want to let everybody know I got a pop-up today of me getting a COVID test for the day before I was going to fly out to Martha's Vineyard. So this is 5-year anniversary today, Dr. Roni.
Oh, congratulations. That's awesome.
5 years where
Wow.
I actually have a picture. I posted it. I couldn't believe it. Of
Wow.
me putting a mask on, the heaviest I've ever been in my life, getting ready to go on a plane the next day to see. And I didn't realize it was 5 years ago. And
wow. And look at you now. When I look at you now, you're like a completely different person.
I know. Well, I feel like
you're half that person. You're just awesome, beautiful. Yeah.
But I do have to share, like Cenelia says, I'm hormonal going through, and I'm, I did gain some extra weight. I honestly, for those who see me in person, I look great from here out, but I've got my little tummy going on. No. But I know what to do. That's
temporary. Yeah.
I know what to do. It's cortisol. I got to detox. I got to get my hormones ready, and I'm on day one, and I feel great. I actually feel great. I'm on day one. So stay tuned. Follow us. Follow Claudia. Follow Cenelia. Follow everybody else that's doing it. But then July 1st, if you want to play, that's when the products are officially available. July 1st. Okay. So reach out to Dr. Roni on her website. Contact anybody else that's here on the call. We want to make sure that you feel good just as like we do. But you have to, first of all, get on the bus. So hold on a second. I know this is always something fun that tells close the call.
Oh, Dr. Roni hasn't seen this.
Oh, no. Okay. I'm going to have to share the slide. Just 1 second. Hold on. I'm just going to get to the slide. I normally have somebody helping me do all this, so bear with me if I didn't. Hold on. Let me go. This is fun. It's kind of fun thing to do. So, by the way, this is the new logo for our Feel Good Again Reset system. We have choices of going to different pathway, but we want you to go over.
Nice.
Like that, and it's about the rainbow. And remember about the rainbow, Dr. Roni? We talked about that for years, like the red, yellow, green. Everything's a rainbow. Everything's a symbol. And I want everybody to feel good again. But if you want to know more, get on the bus. Okay?
Yeah, I love that.
Are you ready to feel good again? Ask us about our natural solutions.
Oh, I love that. Oh.
I know. Thank you.
I love that.
All right. I know there's the power of AI. Thank you, Sonia, for bringing that for us. But we actually want to have, we want as many people on the bus as possible, the green bus, and then getting them into the community.
Exactly.
And let us know if you want to play. But I'm going to end the call now. Dodie, if you want to close it for us right now, we'll move over to the private Zoom. And thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for joining tonight. Thank you for being some great guests and sharing your wonderful testimonials. And what a blessing it was to finally have you join us, Dr. Roni. I appreciate you taking the time.
My pleasure. I miss you guys.
We miss you. Are you going to stay for the after?
I won't be able to stay for the after, but I'll see you next time.
Yes. Well,
Can I,
take care. Thank
Dodie,
you.
can I ask a question to Dr. Ronnie?
Absolutely.
Let me just stop.
I do the enema with the coffee. I just
Yes.
want to know if the coffee has to be organic.
Yes. Thank you for asking. Yes.
Okay.
Good luck. And if you have any more questions about it, feel free to send them to me through
Thanks.
Jillian. I
Yes.
love coffee enemas.
Yeah, I do it. I do it.
Coffee
Actually, I do it. I
Yeah.
do it. I love it
We
too.
actually have I think we have a document we can put in the private community
Yes.
that has a training on this that we've created a long time ago. But
Yes.
inside the private community, once you have access to it, you'll be
Yes.
able to see more details on it. Okay? Thank
Sounds
you.
good.
Thank